Yeah, I'm here, coming through. You know I'm pseudo to the max, kicking the door in. Let's get it. Y'all getting mad cause I'm grinding and stacking the chips up. I like this taste of life, I'm taking the chips and I'm scooping the dip up. I hop in the driver's seat, mash the clutch and I'm starting to whip up. I need me a sexy girl, suicide, tatted in. What's going on YouTube, social media world? It's your boy AnonymousBased and I'm biggity back with a new reaction video. This time I'm here with something brand new from It's Complicated. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and give this video a like, share it with a couple of your friends. Make sure you follow me on all my social media sites. And if you got something specific, go ahead and drop it in that comment section. So, we are here with something brand new from It's Complicated. Shout out to you, brother. And the name of this video is called Adult Video Awards. Rules of Modern Dating and Understanding Women. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
This video has been demonetized upon uploading. Please consider a modest donation to help support this channel. Our pay links can be found in our bio.
Alright, we're gonna see what's going on. Alright. See if there's gonna be some capping.
I got into this industry when I was 18, about to turn 19, and I just have always loved sex and being a sexual person, so yeah.
I got into this industry when I was 18 years old.
Damn, you're fine as hell!
Whenever I first got into sex work, and I originally started out as a stripper.
I've been making nude content since I was 18. I submitted to Playboy when I was 18. I didn't get in, but that didn't stop me. I ended up doing Suicide Girls, and then that transitioned into OnlyFans.
Oh, really?
Well, when I was 18 and a half, I started making non-nude dom content online, putting up my own videos, flipping off the camera, telling losers to pay me money, and that was really, really fun. Then I met a man who brought out the submissive side in me. I convinced him to ditch his job and move to Vegas and do porn with me, and that's what we do now.
I was 18 when I got into this industry, and I was inspired to participate because I was stripping, and I figured I wanted to jump into something a little bit more.
So stripping and OnlyFans, while they're still in the same community, they're both in sex work. Stripping has the benefit of having instant cash. You can get the money that night, and you get to have real personal interactions and talk to people face to face.
Interacting with people face to face. Some people prefer being behind a camera. It's just your own personal preference.
What was your body count before you entered this profession?
Before I entered this profession, my body count was in the 50s. I don't know exactly.
My body count was 11 entering this profession.
I hit 100 before I did porn. So when I was a stripper, I had some friends when I hit 50, they threw me a halfway hoe party at the strip club. And I was like, well, what's next?
My body count is so high that I don't know. Wait, don't use that. I don't know my body count.
Has any of your family seen your films, and if so, what do they think?
They have seen my films. They've seen lots of photos as well. They are not too happy with me, but they're coming around and supporting me now. So my sister apparently has watched all my videos. And
Here we go with the septum piercings, bro. What do I always tell y'all about the septum piercings? Red flag, something wrong with them. I already know this chick's crazy, man. I already know she's crazy.
Very choice words to say. Not very good ones.
Part of my family disowned me, but we're currently working on rebuilding the relationship.
Has your career choice ever affected your romantic relationships?
Definitely. I mean, it's hard for people to conceptualize the idea of dating somebody who has sex with other people.
Do you think people can learn to be good lovers?
Hey, man, shout out to Adam22, man. Shout out to Adam22, bro. No jumper, we in the building, baby.
I think people could definitely improve as lovers in general, and I do think that porn could give you a lot of food for thought, but it's like, you're not going to become a great basketball player by watching basketball. You're going to become a great basketball player by playing basketball.
There we go.
Practicing and studying, right?
There we go.
I think porn could give you some good food for thought, but it's definitely not going to teach you everything there is to know. And also, there's a lot of stuff we do on camera in porn that is not really applicable to real life sex. There's a lot of positions that you might be doing just because it looks good for the camera that in reality it's just not it's not really what any girl is trying to do in real life.
Would you ever date a guy who bought OnlyFans content every week from the same creator, or would you consider that cheating?
I would first ask him, I'm like, dude, do you want to fuck this girl? Because just tell me. You know what I mean? Like, and then if it like continued despite the fact that I'm like offering all this, you know, I would probably dump him.
Let me tell you something, guys. What you jerk off to is like the last person you killed. You keep that fucking secret. You got no reason to go spilling the beans to your girl. You're giving her ammunition that she does not need. She's gonna find shit to fight with you over no matter what. Don't tell her who you're jerking off to or whatever. You know, clear your cache, clear your history. Open up an anonymous browser tab. Memorize your password. Just my advice.
Do sex workers prefer to date other sex workers?
Not all, but I think that most do, yeah.
Some do. I will not and won't.
Why not?
What?
It's weird.
Do you have any particular reason? Or any
I feel like it's too based off of content, sex, and money. I like my relationships to be real.
Is there a wage gap in the adult industry?
Yeah, I think men are like significantly underpaid, and I think they work some men really hard.
I think there's a lot more women than men doing porn. Porn needs more men. I hope there's more male talent that gets involved in industry.
Why do you rarely hear complaints about female porn stars making more money than male stars?
That's a really good question. I don't know.
To me, all that's doing is like flattening income amongst people, right? Like income inequality is a bad thing.
I think that this is one of the only industries where a woman will most times make more money than a man. And while I totally think that every man should be paid what they deserve, I also am so happy that women are finally put in a position where they can earn more than the man.
But look at what you're doing.
More. I'm really happy that.
But look at what you're doing to get it though.
There's not a lot of industries where women dominate, so.
It's not a flex, bro.
More people making $1,000 a month off porn, and maybe a little bit of that money isn't going to the girls who are making $1 million a month off porn. It's probably a net good for the community, right? I think a booger just fell out of my nose while I was saying that, but whatever.
Is there an age gap in the adult industry?
Yes, men are a lot older than the women.
I mean, I think you can be successful at any age. I know lots of MILFs, lots of grandmas doing porn. I want to do porn forever. I'm only 22, but I'm ready to be here for as long as you guys will take me.
I mean, the average lifespan of a porn star is 4 years.
Lifespan of a porn star is about 6 months.
At what age do most porn stars leave the profession?
I don't know. I've seen some pretty seasoned-looking women around here, so.
I was 48 when I started chatterbaiting, and I was 50
Hey,
when I
yo.
did my first mainstream
Hey,
porn
yo, what
scene.
the fuck?
What was your body count before you entered this profession?
4.
If you weren't doing porn, what other profession would you be doing?
I'd be a botanist.
An astronaut.
What?
I'll be working at Target.
So I wanted to go into the medical industry.
So I got laid off during COVID. I used to be a college professor. Hi, if you're any of my former students.
Conservational biologist, and I would help save tigers from extinction. My dream
Yeah,
job
right.
is no job.
I would probably be doing marketing and graphic design and basically everything I'm doing right now, just not being in porn.
Is there a difference between a great male versus female porn star?
And that's a tough question because I don't really look at other people as a competition. To be a great performer, I think you do need to be a great person, respecting people's boundaries. But you also, it's interesting because you need to appeal to an audience as well to succeed.
The difference is that female porn stars are basically almost a dime a dozen, and the male porn stars have to actually perform.
I think a great male porn star focuses on the females, and a great female porn star focuses on the fans, and also.
Who needs marriage? You're above all that, are you? It's just a piece of paper. That's your argument.
Hey, shout out to Jordan Peterson, man. Shout out to Jordan Peterson.
The truth.
So interacting with the camera and like knowing their angles, yeah.
Does porn appeal to women, and if so, is it marketed differently?
It does appeal to women, and it has to be marketed differently. It has to be more of a sensual thing and not just the straight up sex.
I think most porn is marketed to men. That's just true. I market my porn primarily to men.
Why are men more likely to consume porn while women are more likely to consume romance novels?
Because women are more mentally stimulated.
I think some women like more of the kinky stuff, and then there's also porn that's more called ethical porn that is made that is a little more soft and sensual and more about the story and the connection, which can lead you to have like more of an emotional experience than just a physical arousal.
To market porn specifically to women implies that there's something about being a woman that we all have in common, and that by virtue of that, I'm supposed to enjoy a certain kind of sex and a certain kind of porn, and I think that's horseshit.
I think, well, all women are very different, I think, and I think men are a little bit more, you know, standard.
I don't really have a favorite porn site, but my favorite porn category is the MILF.
Hey.
The rise of OnlyFans affected the adult industry, and if so, how?
I personally think that it has affected it for the better, because more people, more women especially, get to be in charge of their own content. I think
here we
before
go.
there were just porn houses and people were under contracts and things like that. There were large cuts being taken, and now you get to be a little bit more in control of your own image, putting your own content out there.
It has affected it and negatively because everybody believes they're a porn star now. They don't have any idea what kind of work it takes to actually make it.
There you go.
The rise of OnlyFans has empowered the creators and taken power away from the mainstream corporate institutions in porn, which, you know, for better or for worse, because I think a lot of the mainstream companies, Vixen, browsers, whatever, they serve a purpose, you know? But the fire is definitely a little bit more under their ass to, you know, provide value for these girls, because at the end of the day, the girls don't need them in the same way that they absolutely needed them 5-10 years ago, you know?
Does the influx of amateur sex workers cheapen the work of professional sex workers?
Define professional sex workers.
Damn,
What was your most
son,
embarrassing
where'd you
moment caught
find
on
this?
camera?
Oh my God, I don't know if I can say that on your YouTube channel. I don't want your video to get flagged.
Oh, most embarrassing moment caught on film.
My most embarrassing moment caught on camera back in the days when you were allowed to stick objects inside of you.
My most embarrassing moment caught on film. This one's a fucking good one. I'm telling you right now, like, I have never told this story in an interview, and I'm kind of nervous too because it's vile. If you don't like scat, get out of this.
Oh, no.
What was your most embarrassing moment caught on camera?
Okay. Huh. That was interesting. But anyway, shout out to It's Complicated for coming through with the fire content and video and compilation of interviews called Adult Video Awards, man. Alright, so first impressions of me watching this and checking this out. Yo, you definitely came through with a different spin on the content. Wasn't expecting this one, man. So I gotta give a shout out to you for thinking outside the box and pushing the envelope. Now, with this one, like I said, this one is a lot different than the content that I'm used to, because it wasn't really focused on relationship topics, right? It was focused more so on the adult industry, kind of the pros and cons, and kind of just like a general conversation about what goes on the inside versus what happens on the outside from the consumer perspective. Because that's like a whole separate world that a lot of people don't know intricate details about. So for him to interview some of these performers and kind of bring more of an inside perspective to it, I gotta say you did a good job on that, man. You did a good job on that. Now, a lot of these chicks on here I never even seen or heard of. I don't know who they are. The only person I knew on here was Adam22 from No Jumper, and I gotta shout you out. But overall, I think it was a great video. I think it was good conversation, great discourse, and it kind of shed a little bit of light on the inner workings of the adult industry. And you know, you out here doing the Lord's work, brother. You out here doing the Lord's work. So I got to give you one more Don DeMarco. And that's pretty much it. So with that being said, that's pretty much my reaction, man. So if you like the video, go ahead and give this video a like. Share with a couple of your friends. Make sure you follow me on all my social media sites. And if you got something specific, go ahead and drop it in that comment section. It's your boy AnonymousBased. Peace.
I ate a habanero, so I'm spitting and burning my lips up. I'm serving these alcoholics in that bar and stacking my chips up. You call me Fang Way on the track and I'm getting my skills up. Young businessman, see me working and letting it build up. Your boy is so fresh action. Clean your boy is dripping detergent. I'm all 5 factions, yes, I am divergent. Left lane in the whip, dipping and I'm swerving. Purple drug dealer, cause these fiends I be serving. Show me love, I open up your heart like a surgeon. Trustworthy lips sealed tight like a virgin. B.I.B. I got a business with a purpose, and now I'm making y'all niggas mad on purpose. Okay.